Hi guys, welcome to the new video. It's an update, rather continuation video to the one which I had made couple of weeks back, which was called Bear saying Apna Time aagya. So that is what happened. Couple of weeks back, this was the we were somewhere around over here around 18,200 ish. So that is when I had mentioned ki there could be a big fall coming, and that is what happened. We have seen a 1,000 point dip in the index, followed by, let us say, about 300 to 400 point pullback in the trend. So let us see what lies ahead. Yeah, sorry about, I think my chart looks like a doctor's handwriting because only the doctor should be able to understand it. That is the reason why my chart looks like this. That be aware, and you can bear with me about that. Because these are the levels which I had marked throughout the upper range, right? So that is why it looks like doctor's handwriting as of now, right? So yeah. So starting with this is the trend line on the weekly charts, which started from the pandemic low. We had a retest here and one more over here. So now it is still trading above the trend line. As long as this one is not broken, we are still in an uptrend on the higher time frame. But you can't really say when the tide could turn, right? So now coming back to the index. So let us look at, let's go one time frame down. So on the daily, this was the trend line which was being followed on the upside. So now what has happened is this seems to be a parallel one. So this was the trend line, the green one which I'm pointing. This is the one which was being maintained all this while. Maintained in the sense being protected, and that has gone now. So that is why on Thursday we saw a good trending day. It was a sharp sell-off from there, and had posted a tweet also regarding this key 18,000 round figure tha yahan pe. You can see the high for this candle. It's 17,988.75. So 11 points short from 18,000 was the top for that candle, and from there it got hammered left, right, center. Same goes over here on the daily. 18,012 was the high for this candle, but it was not able to close through. So अभी अपन buying कब करेंगे? Buying अपन तभी करेंगे only if it gives you a close above 18,012. जो पहले वाला लेवल था उसके ऊपर अपने को क्लोज चाहिए, and it should not be like a हल्का फुल्का close. It should be like a Marubozu wala close. What is a Marubozu? Somewhat like this. Somewhat like this. So it should give you a close like this. तो तभी जाके तुम्हारा बन लगेगा कि थोड़ा दम आ गया है बुल्स में. Otherwise it's still a sell on rise market. That is quite clear. Another thing is, it let us say कि ये trend line जो दिख रहा है, let us see that it, let us say it goes up somewhere over here or maybe here. So this trend line also will now, it was acting as support now it will become a resistance, right? So these are the two factors in Nifty which you'll have to see. Now going to Bank Nifty. Yeah, so Bank Nifty also looks like a sell on rise over here. If you see this, there is a pretty interesting price pattern developing over here. This is what I call, so this was the halt candle followed by a false breakout. So the bulls tried, and then how the false breakout, they gave a false breakout, they pulled all the bulls in, and then they took it down. The same thing happened over here also. You can see that it was within a range for 3 days, then suddenly there's a 1,000 point dip in the market without any intimation, right? So even now it has become a sell on rise market because after this you can see a engulfing bearish. So as soon as this low breaks, this low happens to be, so this is also, so as soon as this low is taken out, that is 39,310, that is when you'll get a sharp trending move, and minimum target for that would be below this. Maybe 38, 500, 400. This should be your target for Bank Nifty going forward within this week. Ideally, it should be a sell on rise, but then you'll never know what this market is doing. So I would be bullish only if it gives us a close above 40,000, 40,000 50, 16. Probably you should just take it as 40,100 to be on the safer side. So let us say that you get a strong close, then you can think of going for a long. Now looking at one of the heavyweights, what this guy is doing. So now it has taken a pause. This was the previous consolidation ka dabba as I call it. So it came till here and then it's taken a pause now. Already it is down about 10% from the top. This was 2750 minus 250 makes it 2500, right? So 2500 250 10% का correction हो गया Reliance में. But the weekly candle is still not very convincing to go long over here. So maybe you need to see a halt candle. Only after that you can go long. नहीं तो it's not worth going long on this now. ये हुआ. So Bank Nifty, Reliance. Now let us look at another important heavyweight sector, that is Nifty IT. So after all these weeks of sell-off, it has given us a pause candle. So maybe you could have the IT index holding it up for a few more days, but it still looks like a sell on rise market actually. Let us see कि यहाँ पे आएगा तो मैं बेचूंगा इसको. ठीक है, दिस इज माय लेवल, दिस इज वेयर आई वुड लाइक टू सेल इट. अभी देखते हैं कि यहाँ पे देखो, दिस इज अ हायर टॉप, फिर लोअर टॉप बना. नाउ देयर विल बी अनदर कॉन्सेक्यूटिव लोअर टॉप. अब जब ट्रिपल टॉप बन जाएगा उसके बाद लोअर लोअर लोअर, देन देयर विल बी अ बिग मोमेंटम. So now is the time when you have to wait for the momentum. You have to wait for the setups to cook. The setups need to cook. नहीं तो वो तुमको मूव नहीं देने वाला है. Otherwise it's just going to be choppy choppy choppy. तो choppy choppy में ट्रेड करके मतलब नहीं है. You won't get a good move out of. You won't be able to make money, especially being a directional trader. So you can on the higher time frame. If you look at Bank Nifty, actually on the higher time frame, it's become very very weak. Just show you. So this was the engulfing candle, right? इसने पूरा का पूरा इसको खा लिया. So engulfing after a big uptrend is generally not the best scenario for the bulls. तो इसके बाद जो price action आने वाला है, that is going to be very very crucial from now on. So even over here, the same thing will stand, saying कि if it breaks this week's low, then it's going to go till this trend line and maybe lower. So if this trend line breaks down, then you're going to get a big move on the downside. Again, this chart is also like a doctor's handwriting, so kindly ignore. Chalo, I think that should be it. Thanks.